All right, back with another D5 tutorial, this time animation. We're going to look at the new preset animation camera paths in D5. All right, let's jump into it. Okay, so here's what we're going to make. This is an animation, 3 scenes. There's a zoom in, a pan right, and a rise up. Those are 3 camera presets we're going to dive into in detail. All right, let's jump into it. So we're going to start with the zoom in. So what I recommend you doing is making scenes for your animations to begin with, and in those scenes add all the effects that you want in the scenes. So for example, we have the zoom in camera, and there are quite a bit of effects in the zoom in camera. So let's take a little closer look at those. So under environment, if I scroll down, okay, so this is definitely asking a lot of my video to make a video and have this intense scene that has, if you look on the right here under environment, I have fog, and you see some settings for the fog. I have a volume light turned on. I have the wind turned on. I have precipitation turned on, so it's raining and misting water. So asking a lot of my video cards. So I have those set before I go to my video. Also under effect, I have some settings turned on there. I have an LUT applied. I have it day-night. I have the intensity very low on that. And if I scroll down to the bottom here, I have bloom, I have lens flare, I have rainbow flare, I have vignette, I have chromatic aberration, I have desaturation. So I have all these things set before I go into video mode. Now I'm going to go into video mode. So I'm going to click on the video camera in the upper right. Okay, so things are going to be happening in my lower left here. I'm going to be making clips here. So it's important when you make those changes in your camera view with the environment and effects, it's super important that you update that camera before you come here to video mode. So make your environment changes, your effect changes, update your scene, then go to video mode. Now once you're in video mode, click on the plus for the clips. That's going to make a new clip. I can rename this. I'm going to call this zoom in. And zoom in has a little bit of a different name in the camera presets. The zoom in is called horizontal push. Okay. All right. So just keep that in mind. We'll get to that in a second. Okay, so I'm just naming the camera there. Okay, so where can I find the template camera animations? So they're not shown to you by default. They're pushing these construction phasing animations, which is really cool, and we'll get to that in another video. But what's grayed out is camera movement under template, and I'm going to click on the right arrow for camera movement, and there I'm going to find the horizontal push, and I'm just going to click on that. And it's going to put a clip down in my lower left, and it's going to be a 3-second clip. So I think D5 does a great job with pacing, meaning how slow or fast the camera moves. It moves a little too fast. I like 4-second clips, so I'm going to move it a little slower by clicking on where it says 3 seconds and just typing in 4 and hitting my enter key. Now I have a 4-second clip. Okay. Couple other things that are important here. One is the distance that that camera moves over the 4 seconds is set up here. So if it's moving too fast, then I'd have to increase the distance, so it has to go further. If it's moving too slow, I would decrease the distance. I think it does a pretty good job at 200. Let's see if my video card can handle this. So I'm just going to press play. Okay, so this is the push out. I want this to be the push in. Okay, so that's the push out. I want this to be the push in. I click on the clip here. That gives me my settings here. So I'm going to go ahead and click this, right click on it, choose delete. I'm going to get a little pop-up here, and I'm going to choose delete. And I'm going to go back to these. So I must have clicked on horizontal pull where I want horizontal push. But horizontal pull is cool too because it zooms out, which is a great camera movement. So I'm changing it to 4 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and play that. And you see I am zooming in at a nice slow pace. All right, that looks fantastic. We'll talk about aspect ratio and resolution. So the aspect ratio, you want to deselect the clip. You don't want to have the clip selected. You want to deselect it. And when it's deselected, on the right you'll have aspect ratio and it says custom. We want to change these to 16:9. Okay, I'm also going to change my resolution here to be 1080p. So it's going to be 1920 by 1080 resolution. So I'm just going to click my render button and that would render out this animation clip. All right, so that's zoom in. Let's move to our next one. That's going to be slide right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and leave the video mode. I'm going to go to my slide right scene. Okay, in this one, I want to animate the depth of field. Okay, so we're going to do that in the camera, in the video mode. We're going to animate the depth of field so that it starts out really blurry and then it focuses as it moves and slides right. What kind of things do I have here? Under environment, I have cloud on. I just have the cloud on. I don't have any fog or wind or precipitation, kind of going for a different mood in this one. But under effect, I don't have a LUT turned on. I don't have much in effect here, so just kind of a basic daytime camera view, but my focus is going to be on animating the depth of field, which I think is a really great effect. So we're going to go to video, and we're going to click on the plus for clip, and we're going to rename that clip. This is going to be my slide right. I'm going to call this depth of field, DOF. Okay, so it changed to this camera view, which is really important why you want to have your camera views set up, or your scenes, you want to have those set up. So that's not the one I'm looking for. Here's the one I'm looking for. Okay, so we're going to do a slide right. So here I'm going to pick my slide right. It's going to put it down here. It's going to be 3 seconds. I want this to be 4 seconds. Just try to get a sense of what this looks like by clicking play. So it starts way too far to the left. So I'm going to pull my timeline over and I'm going to pan this quite a bit over because we're sliding right on this thing. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, I didn't update. It's all about update, 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 update. So there's 2 keyframes. This is the beginning keyframe. This is the end keyframe. So I'm editing the beginning keyframe. I'm moving that over because I'm going to slide right. And then I have to click on the little update. There's an update for the second keyframe and an update for the first keyframe. I'm going to click on the update for the first keyframe and let's play that. Okay, so that's playing. Okay, so now let's animate the camera focus. So we're going to go to the first keyframe. Remember, there's first, second. We're going to go to the first keyframe. I'm going to go up to camera, and my depth of field is on. Right here, depth of field is on. I'm changing the distance. So this is a little tricky. First time you do depth of field, you're going to turn it on. You're going to do a set focus. You're going to do a follow focus, all to get this distance right here is the 1 meter away from the camera, and this is the strength of it. So once you get those to be grayed out, you can uncheck the follow focus. So I'm going to put this at 0. So you see it's super blurry. So at frame 1, I want it to be at 0. I'm going to click update. I'm going to go to frame 2, and I'm going to go to the same place, and I'm going to figure out the right depth of this for my building to be into focus. 1.5 looks a little blurry. How about 1.75? That looks a little better. I want to see when I'm past, like when am I past the building? Am I past the building at 10? Yeah, 10 starts to put that back tree into focus. So how about at 1? Building's still blurry. How about at 2? Yeah, the building looks better in focus there. So that should animate if I press play. So there it goes from out of focus to in focus as it slides right. I think that's a great camera movement. Now, we didn't change the aspect ratio. That's going to make a difference. So I click on the clip. I deselect the clip. I'm going to make my aspect ratio 16:9. That definitely changes things a little bit, but not too much here. So let's play that. Love that, how it goes out of focus to in focus. I think that's great. Probably want to be a little closer. It's a little out of focus on that last one. Oh, because I didn't update it. So 2, and then I got to update. Okay, remember that. 2, and then update that second one. Update, 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 update. That looks better. Probably could be a little closer. So that's 2. How about 2.5 meters? And then we'll update that. So just get that right distance on the camera depth there. All right, third clip. Okay, for the slide up, I have this moon view set up here. So let's just take a look at some of the things under environment. So it has this, if I scroll down, it has this custom night turned on. It has a moonlight intensity. It has the size of the moon. It has the phases of the moon. Somewhere it has the altitude, the height of the moon. I think that's going to become important when we go to video mode. So let's go to video mode. And let's add a clip here. So this is going to be our slide up. And we're going to make that 4 seconds. And we're going to go ahead and change that aspect ratio by deselecting the clip, making it 16:9. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and play this. Okay, so no moon in sight. Okay, so I got to lower that moon. And if I lower it here, it's going to actually animate it. So I'm gonna rename this clip. This is going to be my slide up. I'm going to go back to the moon camera. So I'm going to get out of video mode, go back to moon, and I'm going to lower that because it started way lower. So we're going to lower the altitude of this moon down here. Okay, let's go back. Let's update that scene. Update, update, update. Let's go to the moon. Okay, let's see how this looks when we play it. Okay, so this isn't going to work because I've already made the clip. I've already made the clip and it already has a setting height for that moon. So if you do changes to the scene after you've made the clip, those changes won't take place in the actual clip. So quick workaround, just delete that. And then we're just going to we're going to go to our moon view. Okay, now our moon is in frame. We're going to do slide up. Okay, moon is still in view. It's a little low, but let's keep working with it. Let's see what happens here. So this is our slide up. This is going to be 4 seconds. We're going to deselect the clip. We're going to make the resolution 16:9. And let's play that. Okay, and our moon stays in view the whole time. I want to move up a little bit more. I don't think we're moving up quite a bit. 200 is the distance. Let's try 400. Let's get that to really move up. Okay, now we're sliding up even more. Now, I do want to animate the moon. We haven't animated anything, any of the effects, so let's do it here. Let's go here. Let's go to slide 0. Let's go to environment, and let's go to the altitude for that moon, and let's raise it up so it's a little bit out of view. Yeah, like right there. We'll have it animate into view. So I'm gonna update that first keyframe. And we'll press play there. Now it comes down into view, which is way, way better. All right. And then you just set your resolution 1080p, and then you just go ahead and render these out. All right. Preset camera views in D5. Animation is really, really easy in D5. They set you up for success. I'll see you on the next one.